We'll do a live, just how to go. I know you're working on some stuff out there with some grips.
It went amazing. Very different compared to last year, with today being like just a typical bullpen, and it being against guys standing in and swinging. Big proponent of this change, and it's really nice to get in there, feel competitive, not have to just go up there and just kind of lob it in. And it gives me a chance to work on stuff in a game-like situation, and a lot of strikes as compared to last year, where I was a little more wild than I wanted. But stuff looked great today. I felt good, and yeah, a good day all around.
What was last year like? They start you out here, you're in Jupiter, you do well, and then it's up to Beloit. It's a little different there. What changed when you got up there? Was there anything that you were challenged with up there that you think was different?
Yeah, first 2 weeks went well. I was obviously coming off a really hot streak out in Jupiter, like 30 innings, 1 earned run, or 20 innings, 1 earned run, like 33 strikeouts or something. And get up there, 2 outings, and then ended up hurting something in my lower back, caused a little issues with my leg, specifically my back leg, and kind of just leaked into the rest of the year, caused a little discomfort and mechanical change. Something got tweaked along the way, and kind of lost my feel for the zone. Spent all off season working on that, and it's been amazing so far. I don't think I've thrown more than 2 balls in a row in my I think 8 outings here, or 8-ish outings. So feeling really good, really confident about this year.
Just talk about this new coaching staff. I know it's almost completely new out here, so just what's it been like working with them?
I'm a very huge fan. I have a little bit of a background with a couple of guys, specifically Brandon Mann. And my agent was one of his first clients was Brandon, so that's a really cool connection there. But big fan. I love the way that they're very numerically driven and analytically driven. It's kind of my style of how I like to attack things, especially pitching on the pitching side. A lot of very intelligent minds around me, and I'm really lucky to get a chance to work with them.
You were saying, a little bit earlier, a couple weeks ago, I think you said you were dealing with something that kept you out a little bit. You're at 95% today. When do you think it's going to be back to 100?
Most likely next week. I think next week should be a full-on live at bat, game-like situation. Today was just they're getting at bats in, but it's not an actual at bat, if you know what I mean. But yeah, today not quite full intent, but getting closer. I would expect to be around the 95, 97, maybe 98, 99-ish range when at 100%. And then obviously that might tick down as we go through the year. Hopefully it goes up. But yeah, feeling really good about velocity, command. Yeah.
Any specific goals that you're setting for yourself now that you kind of want to take that step up, obviously, or multiple steps up, hopefully? Any specific things that you have in mind for the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think my overarching goal would be just to kind of prove that last year was a fluke. I know out of high school I was tagged as a strike thrower, so having a lot of walks was new to me, a little alarming. So I think this year, feeling how I'm feeling right now and physically in a great shape, and being able to pretty much throw it wherever I want right now, I think cutting down the walks, keeping that low batting average against, and seeing a lot more whiffs, given that my velo might be a handful higher than it was last year. And overall stuff has been I know my changeup was probably my best pitch last year, and I think it got even better this year. So yeah, I just feel really confident this year.
And you said that they're changing specific things like axis on the slider, stuff like that. Can you speak a little bit to those changes you were working on today with the grips, as Kevin said?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest thing today was to change the axis on my slider. We're talking about how with a 4-seam slider, it's solely reliant on how much I can kick the spin efficiency to closer to 100%, so fully spinning towards the plate. The more it is, the more it'll sweep, and then I have to rely on how much I can spin it, which gets a little tough. What we're working on today was going to a 2-seam, where I'll be able to throw it a little harder and let the seams create the movement rather than the spin. So I saw a little bit of a dip in the spin rate from 28 to 26, but with the axis, my best one was 83 and 0 vert and 6 vert and negative 20 horizontal. So I mean, if that's in game, if I can replicate that, I mean, I could see myself throwing a 86 mile an hour 20 vert slider or 20 horizontal slider, which, I mean, if you ask me, that'd be 80 grade. So very excited about that one.
And then last one
some of your teammates were just talking about it. These guys that you see thrown out here today. You just talked about Aiden, Thomas, some of these guys. Who's opened your eyes that you're excited to play with this year?
I mean, crazy enough, because Thomas had such a good year last year. I mean, he was 19 years old in high A, where the average age is around 24, 25, maybe even 26. I mean, him and I were way younger, and he goes out there every week, and you can just expect 5 innings of 1-run ball and handful of strikeouts. I mean, it's super impressive, and for him to come back out here and show that he made huge strides again, I mean, I'd be very surprised if he wasn't a top 10 prospect by the end of the year.